Alright, so you guys want to know what the best agent is for ranked right now? Then this video is for you. I will say this is my honest opinion on the current meta list. And enough with the waiting. Let's start with the tier list, guys. So we will start with the entry fraggers. As I said, this is my honest opinion, so don't get mad if I have anything wrong, you know. Let's start with the Euro. I feel like Euro can be pretty strong. It depends on the player who plays it. So I will put him in a C tier. He is probably one of the hardest to main. That's what I feel like. And on console, he hasn't been played much. Definitely not in ranked. So I'm gonna put him in C tier. He could definitely be A tier slash S tier on some maps if you main him. But on average, he's in C tier. Then ISO. ISO got a pretty hard nerf. I still feel like he's pretty good on console, but not the best anymore, you know. Because the thing is, you gotta get kills with him. Literally, the rest of his abilities are pretty decent. So I'm gonna put him still in A tier because yeah, the if if someone headshots you, it's still not a kill. So that is an advantage definitely. Then we go over on Reyna. Reyna, I have different opinions on her. If you are a top tier player playing ranked and your aim is like fucking insane, definitely A or S tier. Definitely. Because with the current update as well, you have the dismiss that is way quicker than before. You can literally just fucking spam it after you get the kill and you're instantly out. So I would say she is on A tier, not S tier because she is an entry fragger, but as you see in like the esports and everything there, she is a second entry, you know, because she can't really like dive inside and do things like for herself because she needs to get a kill first. That's why I put her in A tier and not an S tier. All right, then we go further into Jet. Uh, Jet is still really good. You got her knives that are still really good. Also on console, what you want to try to do to get like more kills is take verticals, and that's what you definitely can do with Jet. Because while playing vertical, you're not playing on the headshot angles anymore, and people on console get easily confused, and like their game sense is a bit less than normal game sense on the PC. So I will put her still S tier, but only S tier because you gotta know the timings. If you know the timings of her and you're pretty good with her, then definitely she will be S tier overall. Although her dash has been reduced a bit, and yeah, literally every patch they're trying to nerf her since the start, since the beta. But I still feel like because of the vertical and console, because this tier list is definitely for console. For console, I would suggest playing her if you want to entry, and don't be a dickhead and don't dash inside. You gotta dash inside. You still have that smoke that has been also reduced, but just dive in as a Jet, and if you don't get a kill, it's fine. Your team has your back. They gotta refrag you, you know. And if you get a kill, hey, awesome, you know. But yeah, Jet definitely S tier. Then we go over to Raze. I would definitely say always S tier. Like, for in my opinion, with the nade, you can literally stop plants. You can deny plants. You can you can nade cubbies. You can literally do anything with her. You can go on verticals, on defense. Play a little bit like offside. You know, like you can do a lot of things with her. And I feel like she's just overall on pretty much every map she's strong. All right, then we go over to a Neon. Neon right now, definitely after the new patch has come out on console, she is S tier. If you can play her well, you don't even have to be a god at her. She is so fucking insane. Like literally, she can run so fast, and with console, you have like you still have aim assist, right? So a lot of people are now playing on like this really high sense. So with Neon, you can, if you just get your movement a little bit right, you can literally outplay everyone. You are so fast on site. Your rotations are fast. So yeah, definitely S tier. Then we're gonna go over to Phoenix. Phoenix is, I would say, A tier right now. A tier because he is not really dependent on his team. He is mostly yeah, doing shit by himself, you know, like just opening up site is pretty easy with Phoenix. You got a wall that you can block off, you can flash through it, you can literally do anything with him. Also, his ult is only 6 points, so that's literally just a second life for an entry. So I would say he's definitely pretty good, but the cons of him, man, how many times I've been flashed in the face from a Phoenix on console that was trying to entry is actually insane. And because of that, I died so many times. And you guys probably out there also have died so many times because of a stupid Phoenix flash in front of your face. So I'll put him at an A tier because if you can utilize him well enough, definitely, man, pick it up, pick it up. Okay, then we're gonna go over to the controllers. Controllers. So with the controllers, I feel like Brim right now is he's between A and S. I would still say S, yeah, definitely. Okay, why I put him S is okay. Yes, you do have three smokes that don't regenerate, but those smokes are one of the longest smokes there are in the game. He's pretty easy to pick up. The range, okay, it isn't that far, but yeah, his molly is really good to block off some paths. The molly is pretty long as well, so I would definitely suggest picking him up if you begin as a smoker. We will go over to Astra right now. I haven't seen like Astra in a long time on console. No one really plays Astra anymore, and that's definitely because of like the old nerf where she would have had like 5 stars and she has only 4 stars right now. She is really hard to manage, so I'm just gonna put her in C tier. Um, I won't say she's bad though, but she's just not being played overall. And if you have a good player with her, like you can literally do awesome shit with her, but you need a team with Astra because you gotta communicate what you're gonna do, if you're gonna pull, if you're gonna stun, if you're gonna smoke. Like it's way too much for an average player right now. Okay, then we're gonna go through to Viper. Viper, I feel like is a B tier. She's in the middle, just because sometimes like with Viper, the thing is you gotta be really good at her, and if you're not really good at her, the you're just not gonna make it. Like with Viper mains, it's like okay, you either play Viper alone or you just don't play her because Viper needs lineups like for defense, man. If you have like the perfect ass lineups, man, definitely S tier. But because she is so hard and so hard to master on all different maps, I'm gonna place her at B tier. Also because like her toxic smokes and everything got reduced. So yeah, B tier right now on console. Then we have Omen. Omen definitely S tier, man. Not gonna lie, I feel like Omen is still an S tier. He has rechargeable smokes. You can literally smoke like a one way at the beginning of a round. Let's say you're on ascent, just like smoke mid every single round. Like just because it is rechargeable anyways. If you're not gonna rush, use your smokes, you know. And Omen definitely has like this whole ass toolkit that can be used for controlling, that can be used for flanking, that can be used for entry fragging. You can just put a smoke down and just TP into it. Yes, yes, they will hear the Q sound, but they're not gonna know that you're in there or that you're out there. You know, like you could play like really like a variety with Omen plays, and also his flash is really insane. The only thing I hate about the Flash is being flashed by your own teammates. You guys will probably have the same issue, but yeah, that shit is still pretty fucked. But yeah, overall, definitely S tier. Uh, then we have Clove. Clove, I would say A tier. I would like to put her on S tier, but the thing is with her, why I put her on A tier, you gotta get kills with her to use some of her abilities, and for some people that can be pretty hard as well. But yeah, definitely A tier. She's a really strong main. If you guys are trying to main controllers, definitely play Clove, because the thing is, even after you die, you can smoke for your teammates, right? So that is really good, but it depends on the position where you die as well. So yeah, it's definitely a lot about positioning yourself, and even after you die, you have to have a good position to play with your team. But yeah, when you're dead, it's just like you're not really dead because you can still do shit. So I feel like she's definitely a strong A tier. All right. Then we will go over to the Sentinels. Sentinels. Right now, I feel like Killjoy is definitely one of the best Sentinels in the game, average on any map, because her turret can literally just hold site on its own. You got an alarm bot, two mollies for attack and defense can be used pretty wisely. The alarm bot on console is a bit trickier to kill sometimes for some people, so I would definitely say that it has an advantage on console. That's why I'll put her S tier, and her ult can be utilized in so many ways, so definitely S tier. Then we'll go over to Deadlock. Deadlock, I would say definitely B tier. B tier. She's in the middle. It depends on how good your setup is. Like you can have a really good setup, but a lot of people on console they don't run. They just don't fucking run because they're all the time in this focus mode. Like because I only play with base aim pretty much. I don't like to play with focus mode because you're way slower and the brain just get adjusted to playing with like focus mode on and two different sensitivities. It's like that ain't gonna work. Like, but yeah, I will make a whole other video on that as well. But yeah, why I put her at B tiers? Okay, she's pretty hard to get like a really good solid setup on where you can play off, and also her ult. You can use that to bait enemies because they have to shoot it. Like a lot of people on console don't even know that you have to shoot the fucking ult to revive your teammate, pretty much like to get her out of the cocoon. But yeah, just B tier overall. I feel like. Then we will go over to Chamber. Chamber, I still feel like A tier. Why I would say A tier is because of just like the teleporter and like the offsides you can play with him. Like a lot of people on console, even in Immortal, I've seen it. Like they just don't check like the tightest corners, or they will peek like like heavily, and you can literally get first blood with Chamber as a sentinel every single round if you position yourself well enough. And if you just have to use like 5% of your brain literally. So yeah, he's pretty solid. You gotta have good aim with him to play him, I would say though. But yeah, definitely his ult is really good as well. Just having an ult that slows down, it's overall pretty good. But the only thing is why I put him in A tier is because you gotta have good aim. That's the only fucking problem with him. You gotta have good aim. Alright, then we will go over to Cypher. Cypher definitely S tier right now. Cypher is one of the easiest sentinels to play right now. And why? I will tell you. You can literally trip wire anything on site, put your cage beneath it, and because of like this new meta, this new update and everything, it's like your tripwires don't even get destroyed when you walk through it. Like in the past on PC, it would be destroyed, like instantly after like it went off. But now the tripwire stays. So the trick I'm using like sometimes if I play Cypher is you tripwire like a little bit offside place on site, and you put a cage under it. When someone pops in, like most of the time their aim is just not focused on the fucking tripwire, so they won't even destroy it and just leave it there for the team. You can literally get wall hacks because of that. Because if they walk in, you can see them even through smokes. You put your cage under there, cage it up when they're in your tripwire, free kills, man. And that you can even get aces out of that, man. I've seen the craziest things with Cypher already. Like he is just so easy, and definitely on console you can explode him like hella good. All right. Then we have Sage. Sage, I feel like she is, mm, I would say B tier. B tier. Sage overall, definitely a really good one to pick up. Always, like literally on every map you can play her. She is still pretty solid, but doing things for the team, like she's really like a team player, you know. Like, and I just see like on console, like there's just too many egos right now going on, and not a lot of people use their util for their team, you know, and that is just messing it up. And overall, Sage's ability are just like mid tier. It's not really insane. It's not really like bad. It's always just like average, right? Since every update, I feel like. Then we will go over to the last one, the initiators. Gecko right now, I will put him on S tier, just because you don't have to blend yourself. The flash is really good. Um, why the flash is good is because if you throw it above and they will not shoot it, and most of the time they won't shoot it on console because it's just too much, you know. You gotta fucking move your console all the way over there. So you can throw it in the air, but you can also throw it from the feet. So you go down. So then their crosshair is all fucked up like on the ground, and then you can shoot them. So and yeah, with the wingman, you can literally just like in a 1v1, you can defuse with your wingman and then cover your wingman. You can blend with your wingman, so no one has to die. No one even has to go on site if you do it well enough, and you guys can just hold. It's just really overpowered. So definitely, if you want a main initiator, pick him up. Oh shit, we actually forgot Harbor as a controller. We'll get into that right now. Okay, Harbor, I would still say he is like C tier. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna place anyone D tier right now today. I don't feel like anyone is D tier. Okay, why I put him C tier is because no one is playing him. Like you could definitely exploit him. He's not a bad agent at all, I would say. But the things you just have to know, the game sense you just have to know to retake sites, to not mess up the vision for your team. It takes too much effort for an average player to main him definitely. But if you get really good at him, man, he can be a solid 8 here definitely. But just a struggle to go with that, man. It's too much. Okay, then the rest of the initiators. Breach, man, this man has always been an S tier, but with team play as well, damn, this guy can go insane. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Literally, you can stun for your team. You can combo so much with it. Let's say you're on Lotus, yeah? You go A. You throw down your stun with a nade from Raze with it. Literally free kills, you know, like. But the thing is, Breach can be played with a team, but also with a like as a solo player because you can make a lot of plays. You can stun people. After that, you can kill them with the charge. You can also just flash for yourself and then peek out because the flash is really fucking good. You can do it through literally every wall. So yeah, overall, Breach definitely one of the best team players there is. So if you're gonna pick up any initiator and you are really like a team player, pick Breach, man. You're gonna have way more wins. Fate. Fate for console right now, I feel like she is B tier as people like how they play her and such. Like, if you are really good over there, definitely pick her up, man. Definitely pick her up. The thing is, I feel like people on console just don't understand the game mechanics, and they don't understand that you can use some abilities to even a greater use. Like let's say I'm an average Joe. I'm playing Valorant right now, right? And I'm playing Fate. Like normally what I see, even in immortal lobbies, even in high ranked, normally what I see is she's gonna throw her E, her that the vision that she gets, yeah. She's gonna throw it, but they're just throwing it on sight, literally just on sight. Like if you throw it on a vertical, like somewhere above something, you can literally see everything on sight. It's literally wall hacks again, you know. So yeah, it's just unfortunate that she's played that way. Um, Otherwise she would have been way higher. But yeah, as sorry guys, if I as I'm putting this tier list together, this is definitely for ranked for console, okay? And this is my honest opinion right now on like the average player and how they play and what they should pick up. Okay, then we go to Sky. I feel like Sky right now. She's also at a B tier. I don't see her getting used that much. Like I just said, like on console, everyone is just like playing alone for himself, for herself. There is not much team work involved anymore. As I've also seen that people are not talking in game that much anymore as well, and that is bothering me because the community on the PlayStation is way more healthy than the community on the computer, man. I would say like definitely, man, less toxic and everything, but people are just not talking that much anymore, and it's becoming a problem. Definitely in Immortal. I don't know about the other ranks, but by the way, leave the comment in here if anything is bothering you on console right now that I can maybe discuss something about. Okay, KO. KO definitely A tier. I've played against a few KOs, a few KOs mains in the past on console, right? And they are just annoying as fuck. Not gonna lie. Like you get, it's KO is literally built like so fucking well. Like for his ult, yes, you need a lot of points, but if you play him well enough, you can flash for your team. It has a really good flash. It has a really good pop flash for yourself. You just need a little bit higher sense with him though to play him because you gotta like flash a little bit behind you and then like swing. So you get like the swing with the flash. Like after like a second, you should swing and you just get so many kills with him. Literally out of every smoke. No one is gonna see like this detail coming out of a smoke that fast. And on the console you cannot like turn around like no. Like on PC, yeah, people can literally dodge fucking flashes, but on console, that shit is fucking near impossible. So KO definitely A tier. I will put him up S tier if you're actually like really good with him. But for the average player, for the average Joe, A tier right now. Okay, then we're gonna go through to Sova. Um, Sova, I still feel B tier right now. And why I'm saying that is because what I've seen, I'm an initiator main myself. I play mostly like Sova and Fade. But for the average Joe player, it's like they don't dart well enough. People on console, first of all, they don't know any lineups whatsoever, so they're just throwing the util. And most of the time, if they play like if people on console play initiator, they don't even use util. Like that's the biggest problem consoles having right now. People are buying their util, but they're just not using it. Like that's literally so much waste, man. If I can get a kill with an ability, I'm more proud than I would get a kill with like a headshot or something because I feel like abilities are also like very skill based, and with Sova he is just like if you can get all his darts right, you don't even have to be like an average Jonas, right? You can just simply have some lineups for like every site, like one or two with like an arrow, or create your own because I just create my own. I don't look up for like lineups and everything. I just create my own. What is best? Where are the positions? And that's just how I play him. But yeah, for the average player, I feel like he's B tier right now. So this for me, is the tier list right now on the current meta. This tier list is my honest opinion. Like I said, it's for the average ranked player on the console right now, and how they would pick their agents on this tier list. If you guys have anything to say, if you guys have anything to discuss about the tier list, definitely drop comments down below. Yeah, and I hope everything is loud and clear. If you guys have any questions, I'm also streaming a few times a week as well on Twitch. It's the same name, Senpai Stalk. And I'm also building this Discord community where I'm gonna do some coaching for like less experienced players and such. So I'm really excited for that, guys, and I appreciate every one of you watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I gave some facts on my opinions. And yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video.